Good evening, everybody. How's everybody doing tonight?
What's going on?
Doing good, man.
Living the dream.
Yeah, it's been a long week,
Tell me about it.
That it has.
but yeah, I got called out today. Today was supposed to be my day off, and I had to go and do a 5-hour job at a school. So yeah, I was happy about that. My last Friday of the summer.
Ouch. What
Yeah.
was it about, anyways?
There was just there was like 7 rooms that was having some major issues, and wound up having to charge 2 units and replace some fuses and stuff.
Well, that's a given, of course.
Oh, always.
This got his fuses.
I had a compressor that was phasing, and come to find out it was a blown fuse, and the normal stuff.
Cool. Awesome. Well, hey, pays the bills. I was just gonna notice. I just noticed something, Mike. The Superman hat, Superman T-shirt. I don't think the people know that you're a big Superman fan. I guess, eh?
Oh yeah, I'm a Superman nerd.
You say that again.
Superman underwear, Superman socks, everything, bud.
Man, I could dress Superman for weeks.
Wow.
Got tons of stuff.
Do you dress up your wife as Superwoman or what?
No,
Okay.
No,
It's not a cool thing.
Batgirl. Yeah.
Batgirl.
Is that going to be your? Now you've never mentioned this to anyone except us, I don't think. But your wife is getting into the trade now.
Yeah, she actually starts school the last week of this month, so it's coming up pretty quick.
Wow.
So when you guys are working together, are you gonna do the whole dressed up Batman?
Yeah, that's what we're gonna do.
Batgirl?
That's what we're gonna
That's
do.
awesome. What are you gonna call yourselves?
I'm gonna get me a black van and do it up like the Batmobile or something. Half of it'll be blue, half of it'll be black, and Superman logo on one side, Batman on the other.
So I want to know what's the over and under. Is she gonna last?
What's that?
Is she gonna last in the trade?
I don't know. She's not really going to be out here crawling in crawl spaces and attics and stuff. Basically, I'm getting her some training so she can help me. She'll know a little bit more when she's scheduling service calls, and she'll know what questions to ask and and stuff like that. So, plus if I need something, she can go and get it. So basically, she's going to be a helper to me.
You should get Yamo for that. Hire Yamo.
Yeah, I told Yamo that I was going to come down and pull down by the wall and throw him a rope over, and
I wasn't digging it.
try to save him. No, I mean, we have places here that we can recycle Freon. Evidently, he doesn't down there.
No.
I don't think that they take it from propane tanks, anyways.
Yeah.
You never know. When in Rome.
Yeah.
But
So how's that gonna work, Mike? It's like when she gets done, is she gonna work for a company, or y'all just gonna try to do y'all's thing full time, or?
well, she'll actually probably pick up some of the slack that I can't do because I'm working full time for this other company.
Right.
So during the day, she'll run simple service calls and stuff like that.
Right.
What
Well, that'd
do
be
you think?
cool.
Yeah, it would be cool. You're right, Justin. What do you think, Mike? Do you think she's gonna survive? When it comes to this trade or any trade, you have to have that, that mojo. You gotta want to do it. Do you think she wants to do it?
Well, she's eager. She's really eager about it. So I've been taking her on service calls, and she seems to want to learn, and she watches everybody's videos. She's
Awesome.
probably upstairs watching us right now.
Cool. Hi.
Yeah, she's dedicated. So we'll see.
Awesome.
We'll see.
My wife is coming on board too. She's gonna work in the office, but I don't think she's very eager. She said she'll start when my daughter starts school, which is now. And then I asked her, I'm like, so what day are you going to come in? She's like, we'll see. I got a lot of stuff I got to do. So in the next couple weeks, I'll let you know. I said, we're starting off on the wrong foot here. We're going to have a little come to Jesus meeting on this.
Yeah. Pulled her in for a meeting already, first weekend before work.
I have to have a little HR session.
By the way, Adam, I like that shirt that you're wearing.
It's an apology to you, Mike. I know you were a little mad at me yesterday.
Yeah.
That's a one of a kind shirt.
It is. It's worth money.
The only,
Limited edition.
yeah, limited edition, only one in existence.
I shouldn't be wearing it. I could probably sell it on eBay.
Yeah.
And Justin, I need that battery and charger behind you. Throw that in a box, send it to me. Give me 20 bucks.
You reminded me, my battery's done now. I can pull it off.
Need that for my fan that Brent sent me. Man, I used that thing today. I was in a mechanical room and it was hot in there.
Did you like
Sweet.
it? It worked well?
Dude, that thing will cool you down. That thing really moves some air.
I'm surprised. I kind of thought it was a gimmick when I was looking at it. I'm like, come on.
No,
Yeah.
that thing is bad.
Does it tell you how much air it moves? Like how much?
No, it doesn't, man. It's just a fan, dude. It doesn't
Yeah.
talk to you or anything. Have any it just
Thanks, Mike.
you turn that thing on. I had to plug the power, but you turn that thing on and it'll cool you down.
Cool. Anyways,
But Adam, we noticed the video that you did.
yeah.
The one that was all ganked up, that air handler unit. Can you tell us a little bit about that? Because it was a short video. I mean, you hooked us and then you just
Dropped us.
Yeah, you just dropped us like a bad dream.
Yeah, I was just I don't know. It was like I was in a rush that morning, and he's like, "Yeah, just try to get the furnace going for me and check out the condenser." And I get there, I'm like, "Please," you know. I look at the flue pipe. All the crimp sides are facing the wrong direction. It runs up into the joist space, runs over, comes back down. Then the water heater's not connected, and then it goes over and in. It drops down about a foot. So that needed to be done. Drain wasn't done. I started doing the drain before I looked at anything else. I had a bad circuit board on the furnace. Just all kinds of stuff. Some of the supplies in the basement were ripped down. The disconnect was missing in the condenser. He's like, "So what did you get going today?" I'm like, Nothing. He's like, "What do you recommend?" And I said, "Call somebody else."
Yeah. Honestly,
Yeah.
To be honest with you, bud, that flue pipe will not fly anywhere near. I don't know if Bill's there or whoever's from up here. That will not fly here. You will not see that at all going across, down, back up. That won't fly. Not even our code. It's in our code book, but it's a building code. Like,
Right.
Building won't even allow that. Yeah.
The only time you could do something like that is if you have like a 90+ furnace. But at that point, when you kick it back down again, you got to put in a drain tee and
That's
a
right.
trap, you know?
Right.
So,
Or else not permissible either. So I don't know. It's crazy seeing that because I didn't think people would do that. The crimp sides, whatever, but the down back up, that's like a no. What happens if it was in the wall and you can't
Right.
see it? You know,
Exactly.
condensation makes a hole.
right.
You got poison in the house. So I don't know.
I don't know. The thing is, though, like you're saying, the crimp sides, yeah, I get it, but like that's what separates like just some dude and a professional, you know?
Sure. No, I
And
understand.
it's
I
not
hear
just
you.
the crimps; it's like every little detail on a job. Like I showed in the video, look at the switch on the furnace; it's upside down, and then
Yeah.
they labeled it to show
And that.
which way is the right way. It's like, dude, loosen 2 screws and flip it.
right.
I could have done that in the same amount of time it took me to go grab a marker. you know?
I know. No, I hear you. I totally understand. Those are little pet peeves. Like that's one of the pet peeves. It's funny you say that because I give a list of pet peeves, and that's one of them. Upside down switch, you know, right? So
Yeah, but here's the thing: you got to have somebody. I mean, you can have codes for days, but if people aren't pulling a permit and somebody's not going back and double checking their work, I mean, honestly, that's a common thing around here. I mean,
really,
yeah. I mean, you don't. Some people pull permits, some people don't. So you can see some really hack work around here.
Absolutely.
You know, just like that. You know, 80%er with flue pipes going down. I mean, I've seen it more times than I've wanted to.
wow.
You know, and then you try to explain to people why that's bad and dangerous. And it's like, well, it's been there for 6 years or whatever, you know, and you have to have that conversation of, well, it may have been there for 6 years, but it's been wrong for 6 years,
That's right.
you know.
And the thing is, you have to, if you're going to touch it, you got to fix the whole thing.
right.
You know what I mean? Because your name's on it then. And if something ever happens, it's falling on you, you know?
Yeah.
That's
Right.
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 See, we have government agencies going around, like they check their gas or whatever, and if they see something like that, they'll tag it, right? Just like I could tag. I was at a job today. They installed 2 water tanks, and they made 636, the white pipe, the good stuff, up until like a 90, and then it goes into this chase, and it's all ABS black plastic. Obviously, it's not allowed. At least if you're gonna do that, make it so you can't see the rest, right? Like do it in the chase somewhere. They got red tags, so I had to go in the chase, connections to the roof. It was a disaster, but that's crazy. But anyways, it's just there's agencies here that do go around, which is good in a way, right?
Yeah, Chris is saying, they make it hard because of duct testing and all that. And that's the same thing here, in Chicago. You got to do duct blasting, and it is a pain. I mean, you really need to seal your ductwork to pass that.
Yeah.
A friend of mine, well, he turned into a friend. I've worked on so many different jobs with him. He does, blower door, duct blasting, R foam, spray foam, closed cell,
Cool.
the whole 9 yards. And anyway, he got out of duct blasting. He told me I could have his machine if I want, because everyone would get so angry with him because he would fail 90% of the jobs. And they would like, I'm not paying you for this. You failed me. He's like, well, you failed.
Yeah. Which houses did pass? I would love to hear the percentage.
It's not a lot. That's literally, he won't do it. He tells people no.
I know.
So
Yeah. So
how
go ahead.
that system in there, Adam? What was the date on it?
What's that?
I said, how long was that system in there? What was the date on it?
It's been there. I mean, I'm just looking at I'm not a big Heil guy. I don't know. I don't work on a ton of them, but I would say it's like mid to late 90s. My guess would be, or maybe very early 2000s at best. So it's been in there for a long time. So anyone could argue and say, dude, it's been here forever. But it's like,
The only other thing I could see it doing is making your fan work harder. You can do some more. That's the only other thing I could see it doing.
Well, when it's tied in with a diverter for a water heater, though, you could have some spillage and you could be messing with the draft on that end.
Absolutely.
Because it's dropping down before, so you're going to be spilling out of your diverter.
Not only that, before the air, the flue gets warm, it's going to be cold, not enough buoyancy. It's going to kick back, like you said, into the diverter.
Right.
On startups are going to kill you. Whatever. It is what it is, I guess.
Yeah.
We had a question in the chat that Richard Hertz wanted to know if we wrapped service valves when brazing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, who doesn't?
All right.
Packs.
Lately, I've been spraying them, with that
Like cool gel.
thermal trap or cool gel or whatever it is.
Yeah.
And I've done that in the past before, but I always I've tried everything. I've tried cool gel and what is that other stuff? The hot block and all that stuff. But I always go back to wet rags.
Yeah, that's right.
I actually use wet rag and a wet rag.
Yeah, both. Exactly.
Yeah.
I don't know what you meant, Justin, but yeah, both of them.
I'm still on the fence about wet rag.
Why?
I can go either. I'm not saying I'm fine with using a rag that is wet, but the product wet rag, I don't know. I want to try it out a little bit more. I'm going to try a couple packages and test it out.
I found that it works pretty good if you actually use a wet rag with the wet rag. I mean, you put it on, then wrap it in a wet rag because it'll dry out.
Yeah, but
the wet rag on it does pretty good.
Sure. But you're not going to be sitting on a braze for like 50 hours and overheating it for that quick braze.
It only takes a minute to burn that valve up.
Well, yeah, I understand that, but that wet rag will protect it. And you know what? If it dries up, just add a couple of drops and you're good. Yeah. I don't know. I find it awesome. I stand by it. I think it's awesome.
And it's important to take your Schrader cores out while you're doing that too.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, Chris says sometimes the heat compound gets in the way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Yeah.
Same with the wet rag gets in the way.
Well, I think wet rag also, like what I've noticed is I haven't used it in a while. It's been sitting on the shelf of my truck. But if you have it too close to whatever you're brazing, you have a hard time brazing. You have a hard time heating up the copper. You know, it's really just sucking the heat out of the joint.
It really does.
Yeah.
So you know it's doing its job.
Yeah.
A little bit too well at some point. I think it's just like you need to practice with it and figure out how much to use, how far back to keep it, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm sure a lot of that stuff works if you use it a lot. I guess you just kind of, I'm the type, I go back to the tried and true stuff, the stuff I know that works. And you know, with a rag, if you've got it too close to the joint, you can just, you know, you can move it back. Well, you can wrap it a little tighter, I guess is what I'm saying, and keep it away from your joint. Where with like that thermal trap or cool gel or whatever, you get too happy with that stuff and get it close to your joint, and it's a mess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So obviously this conversation is completely based off of everyone brazing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nobody's using Stay Bright 8.
No.
Nope.
I'd be willing to try it, but I just don't use fittings. I bend and swedge everything, you know?
That's what I do too. I've been to swedge. Actually, I got that new, what is that? What's that new swedge kit? Is it Recta Swedge or Recto? Yeah.
Rector seal.
My Rector seal that you put in the impact.
Yeah. I got those. I got the set of those the other day, and I used it yesterday for the first time, and I love that thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it works great.
It gets hot though.
Yeah, oh yeah, it sure in the hell does.
And you got to use like using an M12. I've used it with an M12, but
you need 18.
You need 18. You really need 18.
Yeah, I used my DeWalt 18 on it.
Yeah.
So then when you're taking it out, you got your helper with you. You want to mess with them, take it out real quick and say, put this away. Just drop it in your hand and throw it to him so he catches it.
You're so evil, man.
Helper. Who has a helper?
That's unheard of.
Yeah, rectal swedge is what it was. Haven't you seen those? The rectal swedges?
It's not
No,
rectal.
I'm not familiar, Mike.
It's called a butt plug.
Oh God. What have you worked on this week, Joe?
You know, a few little things, you know, little service calls. I just had that fix that do those 2 water tanks. That was a huge took me the whole day. 4 flues, 2 water tanks and 2 furnaces, the same chase all the way up to the ceiling, replacing the pipe. I had that threading job. I was there for a service call, and that I smelled that gas, and they were complaining. They got another company in there, so I looked a little further into it, and I couldn't believe it because I don't see this often. The threads were leaking, and this is 2-inch pipe, iron Schedule 40 pipe, and honestly, to cross thread that, you really got to be like not paying attention. To me anyways. So anyways, and it was more than one spot. So then I look at the thread pitch or the threads, and they seem okay. So it's just weird, and it woke me up like, what the fuck? These threads could actually leak, because obviously we all know they're taper threads, and they get tighter the more seal they get. But I guess aged iron pipe, the way they were, maybe they got a little jolted or something. I don't know what it was, but they were leaking. Then.
And maybe you said this. How long had that been there? How long has that been?
Long, dude. That's at least, I'm gonna say 20 years at least.
God.
Right? This is 2-inch, and you know, like, it's just, I don't know. It's weird because how many leaks are out there that we don't know of and we don't see? Like where this was situated, it would have kept on going unless someone's in there like smelling around like up in the air. Obviously, it's lighter than air. So, and you get away with it. But eventually, if that was somewhere else into like a dwelling, like a living room or somewhere in the basement of a smaller house, and it's leaking like that, that's poison, man. It's dangerous. So it's kind of scared me a little. Like, wow, these threads are actually leaking. And that was 2 psi in there, not no, little water column. That was like 2 psi. So
yeah, and that was 2-inch, wasn't it?
And that was 2-inch. Yeah.
Speaking of rectum seal, have you ever used that anti-seize It's kind of like pipe dope, but it really lubes up the joints.
Are you talking about like I've used automotive anti-seize like that silvery?
Well, this
metally?
is more. It's like a pipe dope type deal. So like my brother was telling me a story a while ago. He works in a fab shop.
He's a pipe fitter, right?
Pipe fitter. Most of the stuff he does is welding, but he'll get jobs where they say they got to do whatever, thread something, and they put a bunch of threaded fittings together and they test everything. Well, he had something, I don't remember what it was. It was at least 2-inch, and it kept leaking. And they had like, whatever, a 4-foot pipe wrench on it, and then they had a huge bar on the thing too, and they had a bunch of guys going at it as hard as they could, kept leaking. They tried, that Blue Monster tape, and then using like really good pipe dope, same thing. Mm-hmm. And then one of the older guys there told him to try that the anti-seize stuff, and he said they got like almost 2 full extra turns on it after they used that anti-seize.
Wow.
So they just really got some bite into the pipe, and he said that was it. No more leaks after that.
Wow. I cranked these ones down, that's for sure. But I think I mentioned it before, like anything over 1 inch, I try to use both Teflon and pipe dope. And so far so good, but who knows, right? Just like what I just took off. What I took off, it was just pipe dope. But regardless.
Yeah.
But I will look into that.
I actually heard you're not supposed to use that TFE or whatever, the paste when you're doing glycol. I heard it actually, the glycol will break it down.
I can see that happen. Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't have to deal with anything too big. I mean,
no,
maybe, 1.5 inches tops.
Yeah. That's even big.
Yeah. So most of the time it's just, standard little residential stuff, 3/4, 1 inch, 3/4. And then of course, obviously 1/2 inch going into your gas valve and stuff, but I don't have to deal with anything too big. So
sure.
I couldn't imagine wrenching on 2 and 3 inch stuff. I mean,
I know, right? Barbaric. But I could, you see 3/4 and 1 inch, you can see that you could cross thread that by accident, whatever happens, I guess. But at 2 inch, HVAC Hacker, I think, message, good channel. If you guys don't know it, the HVAC Hacker, right? That's what it goes.
Yep.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah, and I asked him because he messaged and I asked him like, do you see this often? Because for me, honestly, I don't know about you guys, I never see it like really, like you jump to the union. It's always a union, right? Yeah. But threading at the threads, it's kind of weird.
It's pretty rare.
Yeah, it is.
So most of the time when I find stuff on residential, it's a gas valve's been changed or something, and whoever put it, put everything back together, they cranked it down way too tight, and they crack a,
yes,
crack a 90 or whatever.
Yeah, or that.
Now, Joe, what is the biggest pipe your company threads?
Well, by code, 2 inch is the only thing that could be threaded. Anything above 2 inch has to be flanged or welded.
Do you take the pipe somewhere? You don't.
No, never had to deal with over 2 inch.
I mean, like for 2 inch, I'm saying, do you thread 2 inch?
Yeah, I thread 2
personally. Okay.
Yeah, I've done it. Actually, I had a threader.
What kind of machine?
I had a Ridge 700 and a 350, both of them, but I sold them. But I used to have them. Yeah, I used to thread on site and everything. But if you're not doing that often, I find it kind of a hassle now. I used to stand by. I'm like, oh no, you gotta have one on site. You gotta have one. But now I'm like, screw that, lugging this thing around. And if you're doing it often, fine. If you're at a job site, you're doing a huge job, a commercial job, fine. But when you're not doing that, you're just doing small jobs of gas piping or furnaces. It's not worth it. Just get your fittings, get a bunch of a fitting set, nipple set, and go to town.
I think the problem is once you start going above 2 inch, like for steam, somebody, Richard Hertz was saying 4 inch steam boilers.
Mm-hmm.
The nipples are ridiculously expensive. Like they're insane how expensive the nipples are for that,
Yeah.
So
makes sense.
I mean, if you could thread like a 2 inch nip or a 2 foot nipple or whatever yourself, you're saving yourself a buttload of money. You buy a 10-footer of pipe,
Yeah. Yeah. If you're dealing with a lot of 2 inch, I definitely would keep a threader as for sure. Yeah, that's true. Well, look at the unions. Look at unions and the elbows, 45s. They're expensive.
Gary in the chat asked a while back about Measure Quick. If we use Measure Quick in the S-Man 480s, You guys?
Well, you know what I have? I don't have the 480s. I have the job links. But Justin,
Yeah, I mean, I've got the 380s. I know that they recently incorporated it to Measure Quick. Just a couple days ago. But honestly, I have not had a chance to try it on Measure Quick yet. So I probably will next week at some point. But yeah, I think that's good because the new S-Mans was a big hype with all the wireless stuff, and obviously Measure Quick's big. So the fact that they actually incorporated a manifold and not just wireless probes, I think that's beneficial.
it is. Yeah.
I've only used the job links. I have the 380. I love the 380. Use it every single day. But the only time I'm using Measure Quick is if you have you want to do a nice startup, or you want to diagnose a troubled system or something. You want to have just everything laid out in front of you. I'm not using Measure Quick on a daily basis. It's very time consuming.
I don't either. And I know a lot of guys do. A lot of guys, I mean, that's their go-to. They use wireless probes and they use Measure Quick on every service call. I'm kind of like you. I'm when I use it, it's on a problem child unit, and I need to see the whole picture and see what the issue is. Or if you're doing a startup and you want documentation of saying, okay, on startup, this was this, this was this, this was this, and put it in the file, in the customer's file or whatever. So you have documentation. But as far as everyday run of the mill service calls, I use my 380. That's about it.
Realistically, I mean, if you're starting up like a nice system, high-end system, and you're doing everything by the books, you're doing static pressure, you're doing airflow, you're checking your superheat, your subcooling, the whole 9 yards. If you're doing a Measure Quick, you could easily do, you could spend hours, 4 hours messing with everything in the house, trying to get everything dialed in perfectly. It's very time consuming. That's what a lot of times what I've been trying to do is go back, do a follow-up call, instead of trying to do it the same day.
That's exactly
because if you do it the same day, you feel rushed, and it's at the end of the day. You want to get out of there,
Yeah. If it's an early, it's a quick thing, it's re quick, everything lines up, fine. You have the time, fine. But if it's like it's taking a whole day, a lot of customization, go back the next day, check it out.
And really, I think it depends on time. Like I seen in the chat, a lot of guys are using Measure Quick on every call and then uploading that information to Service Titan or whatever dispatching software that they use. That way, it can be pulled up in the future. If somebody runs a service call there in 6 months from now, they can see what the previous text readings were. And I see where that's beneficial. Just not everybody does that. And, and sometimes you don't have the time, depending on the company you work for. I mean, you might run 4 calls a day and have all the time in the world on each call, or you might be running 8 to 10 calls a day. Yeah. So I think it really just depends, but
Brent
I think it's a good, I was just going to say, I think it's a good tool. I just am not on the bandwagon of using it on every single call yet.
Oh, I agree. Yeah.
Right. Especially I think if you're using the new, the S-Mans 380s or 480s, what's the point,
Yeah. Well, guys, I believe we're going to have a special guest here tonight.
Awesome.
So I'm pretty sure a lot of people in here know him. If you don't, then you don't watch much YouTube these days.
He sure is special. Willie?
That's Willie. Yeah. Good evening, Ted.
Go on, Ted.
Looking in the mirror over there, Adam.
Yeah, uncheck my face, please.
Got you right back here, buddy.
Nice.
What's up, guys?
What's going on, buddy?
Just aggravating you, man.
Oh, yeah.
As usual.
Yeah, you do a good job of it.
It's the only thing I know how to do.
Doc said Silver Jesus.
Yep.
So what I miss?
Not much.
No,
Yeah.
nothing.
You wasn't listening to us, Ted?
Was I
All right.
supposed to? You didn't. Nobody told me that.
No.
Listen, I agreed to follow instructions. Okay, I agreed not to pick on you about your
T-shirt.
happy attire,
Happy attire.
and I agreed not to, say anything that I usually say. So
We're gonna,
sit here and look dumb.
no, don't be a robot, bro. We're good.
Don't do it, man.
That's what you asked for. I was asked for that.
Oh
What
man.
was it you said earlier, Ted, that you did today? Was it a double, triple?
Yeah.
Quadruple double.
That was a
Triple
joke,
double.
Mike, you don't get these things, man. That was a joke.
Well, somebody said that you
We
were.
did a double in one house, so that's 2 systems, but it was in one house. And then we also did a package unit
Oh, I see.
today.
Nice.
Right. And we have a quick, easy, no big deal walk up to it, air handler and a stand up upflow walk-in basement to change out tomorrow morning. Probably be done by, I would say 10:30.
Yeah, that's nice. It's always nice when you have good access and you don't have to crawl around and
Walk
stuff.
right up to it. Just walk right up and change the air handler. The line set just loops up and loops right back down. Probably seriously less than 3 hours. Now they start at 7:30.
Yeah.
So when I say we're done at 10:30, it's not like we got there at 9.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Ted, am I supposed to send Kelly a hat, or are you sending him a hat?
Well, at one point you had agreed to be the official distributor.
Yeah.
Oh.
And I mean, I got witnesses, other people heard it.
Yep.
I
I
sent
did hear
you
it. I did
a
hear it.
couple of extra, So in other words, I didn't send you enough and your supply's low and you're hoarding
Oh.
them yourself.
I have
David,
I
all
have
your
a stack.
guys,
I have a
selling them.
stack of them sitting here.
No, all your buddies are probably going around wearing them.
No, that's not true. I did give one to my dad when we were on vacation. My dad's like, "That's a cool hat."
Yeah,
And I said,
like that.
I know a guy. I know a guy.
I
He
know
needs
it.
it. And if he didn't get the one he wanted, you tell me to send him the other one. So
I gave him the one he wanted.
good. I don't know about Kelly. I just said, sure, man. And then once again, the distributor drops the ball.
I'll send Kelly a hat.
I mean, in football, they call that a fumble.
Shannon said you've been selling them at the flea market.
Shannon, I wear my sunglasses at night, said that.
Yes, he did.
Tell you what, he comes up. Now, he's not quite as good as our Beaner buddy, but he comes up with some little,
Beaner, buddy.
yeah, what's his name? Taco?
Yamo.
Or
Yamo.
Yamo? Yeah, Yamo, not Taco.
Taco.
Yeah. Taco.
Oh my god. Yeah, go ahead.
My son learned a bell, from the sign Taco Bell, when he was like, he couldn't talk. He was like a year and a half, And the Southern Bell phone book used to have the bell. I don't know if anybody else had that, but we had, the old landlines in the phone books you got, a big phone book. It was by Southern Bell. And
Mm-hmm.
so there was that bell signal. And we were standing in the kitchen one day and it was up to the, counter height, which was basically his eye height. He said, "That's a Taco Bell." Bell on the phone book. So
Yeah.
every bell he ever saw, he thought was Taco Bell. I started turning the other way and quit riding by Taco Bell. So he would stop saying that every time we went by.
Nice.
I have to send out one more hat that I know of as of right now from your last giveaway, Ted. The guy, he was talking to
I
you.
put them in the boxes with the.
I got it. I'm going to send it. I'm sending it. But listen, I'm telling you a story. He was saying, he kept asking you, "Ted, can I get a hat? I'll buy a hat. Can I get a hat? I'll buy a hat." And you were ignoring him or you didn't see him or whatever. And I said, I have a couple extra hats. I'm actually selling them for $35 a piece. And he's like, "Let me know. I'll PayPal you the money right now."
See, that's
making
the
money.
corrupt distributor corruption. I don't know anything about it. I don't give a rat's butt. Just tell me when your supply is low, and I'll send you some more.
Mm-hmm. No wonder he's going on.
Pay you. I'm not going to pay you. I'm not even going to pay you for the shipping. So somebody's got. You got to make something.
Yeah. You know what? Now I know why he's going on all these vacations. Now we know why.
He's selling all the cowboy stuff.
Yeah, he's selling all this stuff.
Notice he didn't mention the shirts.
Mm-hmm.
They're all
Dude,
gone.
you sent me 3 shirts, 1 train shirt, and then 2 oddball sized cowboy shirts.
Samples. They're samples.
Oh.
You gotta place your order.
All right.
Samples.
Samples.
A large slim.
Well, we don't have that size. Who the heck would wear that?
It was a joke, Ted.
Aren't jokes supposed to be funny?
I
thought it was pretty funny, Ted.
I have to check. I definitely gave away one of the shirts. Maybe not both of them. You sent me like a medium or something small, or I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, does the manufacturer, will they cut up like bed sheets to make me one? I'd like to have a shirt.
No, but Mike, I was thinking about having some tents, and I thought if we had some tents made, you could just cut a hole and then one in the middle and put it on.
Yeah, that would work. That would work. Coleman tents, right? So I'll be like Mr. Canada boy here, the stock from Coleman stuff.
I once told a guy, I say once, that was many years ago. I told him, man, you're like a pup in a teepee, 2 tents. Because he was really all, worried all the time. He's always real tense. I said, man, you're like a pup in a teepee. You northern guys are going to be a little slower to get that than me and Justin.
Yeah.
Keep thinking there. Keep thinking. You'll get it. You'll get it, Adam. A pup and a teepee.
Okay.
I think we're on the same boat, Adam. Can you say it in layman's terms?
Hold on a minute. Let me help Adam.
Oh, I know he's gonna say, "Don't do it! Don't do it! Don't do it!" He's getting the sticky.
All right, Adam. Does that help right there?
No, I get it, but I just still don't.
You don't think it's funny?
No.
Dude, you don't have somebody on your show and not laugh at their jokes.
That's true.
Well, at least that was funny. Okay, good.
Yeah.
All right, I got something in there. I'm glad Yamo's not here. He would have burned my butt 6 times by now.
Oh, yeah. Like you said, he has those zingers.
So why have Yamo? Oh, this is the 2nd week or 3rd week of you guys' show? This is your 2nd. Okay, so Yamo's not going to, man, I'll tell you what, he's quick like that, no matter what. Is. You don't even need him in here. Just let him be in the background. Mm-hmm. If there's an opportunity, he won't miss it.
No, he won't.
He throws some zingers out there.
Yeah, those zingers.
Yeah, Yamo's in the chat tonight. He's entertaining in the chat.
Oh, all right.
He actually wanted us to show a picture. I wonder if Zach had it. It's a picture of a compressor. I don't know if you guys remember. 2 suction lines and 2 discharge lines coming out of it.
I saw that.
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
I thought Adam did that. That was Yamo's picture?
Yeah, that was Yamo.
Yeah,
you thought I did it.
Yeah.
I hope he did.
Yeah. Well, you're a sheet metal specialist. You don't.
He was. They were trying to do zoning. There it is.
Yeah. Zoning. Yeah, exactly. Mini split zoning. Yeah.
It's on.
Those were refrigeration dampers.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Actually, what they were doing was feeding the 2-head mini split with 1 compressor.
Yeah.
Probably worked.
Yeah.
For about 5 minutes.
Yeah.
I've never in my life seen anything like that.
Right? Only in Mexico. Wow.
Yeah. And he said it was just a bad contactor. He put a contactor in it.
Right.
He fixed that and got it back running?
Yes.
Yeah, apparently.
So what it must have been, really, is it must have been a 2 compressor package unit or something, and they put both the pipes in 1 compressor. Is that what they did?
I have no idea.
No idea.
What else in the world would? They were out of copper, so they just made some little small copper.
They were fresh out of compressors, is what it was.
Yeah, maybe.
They were fresh out of a lot of stuff, but
Yes. I couldn't
Gray
believe what I
matter.
seen.
Gray matter was one of them.
Yeah.
So how do you see the chat? I can't see the chat here.
Not me either. I'm not like paying attention to it right now.
I just got it up, and I just kind of peek over there every once in a while.
My keyboard is not working.
That's special. Look at that big elbow.
Oh yeah,
Only in Mexico, man. There's no
fancy
way
there.
you can't make that up.
Oh, the picture's still up?
I saw it.
Cool. I am not paying attention.
man.
It's gone now. But
Yeah.
that was really a messed up. That was really a messed up job. I don't believe I would have wanted to done it. But bless you there, Yamo. We would have never touched it.
And that's just one of many pictures that he's sent us over the weeks. That it's always something crazy. Like, what in the crap am I looking at right now?
And don't forget how they increase capacity in one room. They just hang 2 mini splits heads right.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, one
Yeah.
right.
Two head units, bam. Yeah.
They call that 2-stage.
That's her 2-stage, yeah.
Exactly what it was. I thought you guys said Shannon, I wear my sunglasses at night was in the chat.
He is.
He was, yeah.
He hasn't said one insulting things towards me yet since I've had it up. He must have went to the bathroom.
He may have.
God,
Just give it a minute. He'll throw one in there.
Yeah.
His lights.
I don't know if Yamo messaged in the chat, but he said it was a split system.
What it was 2 neighbors sharing the same.
Amigo. So, yeah.
Somebody had a compressor out. Let me just piggyback on yours just for a little while.
That could have
Exactly.
been. One time when I was about 25 years old, I found this cable going out from under my house, and the neighbor was stealing cable TV. Yeah, he was laid it right across the ground. He could have just waited till I was at church or something, buried it, right? But he was.
Nice.
So what'd you do?
Well, I thought about like pulling it, and like in that movie, you saw that movie, 4 Christmases. Did you see that movie? I'm gonna have to assign Yamo to watch that for homework too. Thought about pulling it, and like all his TVs would come out the window.
Yeah.
But no, I just cut it with some scissors, and
Nice.
I don't know. I guess I didn't even throw it back in his yard or nothing. I just cut it.
He got the point.
He didn't watch the game that night or whatever it was he was trying to do.
Right in the middle of NASCAR, the TV just goes out.
Yeah.
This dude wasn't even classy enough to watch NASCAR, man. He's over there watching wrestling. Oh, don't say nothing about that.
I have some fans here.
Watch
I won't
it.
pass.
Watch it, bro.
There it is.
Big heroes in wrestling when I was growing up, man. Ric Flair and all that. Wahoo
Yeah.
McDaniel. Blackjack Mulligan.
There you go. Speaking of,
Ted's
Yeah, go
taking over my role of eating on camera. He
Oh,
knows that.
circus peanuts. I was trying to get
one of your favorites, yeah.
what's his name jacked up. Oh, dude, there's the Tool Pros dude.
Brent.
So everything's going on here in the chat. I should keep the chat up. What's up, Brent?
Yeah, the chat's always live. It's awesome. I'm not gonna. Maybe next week.
Oh, he's gonna do a giveaway on an M12 Surge.
Awesome.
Cool.
Oh yeah, that's
Did
awesome.
y'all
He picked that one. All right.
we're gonna be having
uh,
a giveaway again tonight too.
Yeah.
that's what
Yeah,
I was
sure.
asking. Did y'all do that? Did y'all have a prize for it, or did I miss that, or what?
No.
No.
We did one last week, and we're gonna do another one this week as soon as probably in a few minutes.
Yeah.
Where's the prize?
What they're trying to tell you, Ted, as soon as you get the hell out of here, we can do this giveaway.
Yeah,
Yeah.
get out of here.
Can you please go home?
Well, push my glasses up for a minute.
Well, honestly, it's
Real
been
happy
an
of
honor.
you,
Thanks.
Ted.
Yeah, it's been an honor. Thanks for coming out. And honestly, if I don't know, Mike, you want to tell the guys the channel if people don't know? Ted's
Don't tell
channel.
them anything about me. They already know it all.
Anti DIY HVAC. Look him up if you don't have Ted already subscribed.
That's right. And to be live on camera, he likes us.
Yeah. It's
Thanks,
normal.
Ted.
It's normally looking up at the ceiling or something. So, Ted, we really do appreciate you coming in tonight.
I appreciate you having me, man. I just love to say, come in and say hi to everybody and carry on for a minute. Next time I might have something worth hearing and something worth talking about.
Cool.
Next time.
Not the same without Yamo. You just put me and him in there and let him tear me up. I think everybody'd like that.
That will be one of these days for sure.
You got a point. You've got a point.
Yeah, I'll never get ahead of him. All right, guys.
All right.
All
See
right.
you later.
Have a good night, buddy.
Peace out.
So yeah, we're going to get right into a giveaway here. And I don't know, do you have any pictures of the man behind the curtain?
The Wizard of Oz.
The wizard. I know we're going to be doing a UEI test, non-contact voltage test probe.
Yep.
Bam.
I think
There it is.
you got it. Okay.
It's on the screen.
Bam.
Yeah.
Bam.
Does anybody remember the other prize?
And
I do.
we got some
Go ahead.
piece.
Field P.
Uh-huh. It's the field piece. Boo. Bam. There it is.
Nice.
The PRH2.
The PR. Yeah.
That's the grand prize. Everybody forgot
Yeah.
that.
Awesome.
That's going to be the grand prize. So
I need to tell you guys something before you go on, too.
Yeah.
You actually already have a caller on the line.
Oh, cool.
Someone
Let's talk
called
to-
in to swoop in there. Now, are you going to take this caller or are you going to make him call back in?
Maybe we should talk to him for a minute and say
Yeah,
hello.
feel him out. Yeah, say hello. Let's.
All right. Okay. I'm going to patch you through. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Ron, you're on the air. This is Ron White.
we got Ron. Ron, what? I'm hearing myself echo.
Echo?
Yeah, got an echo. I don't now.
Okay.
Ron White, are you on?
Can you hear Ron?
We cannot. hear you. Come to the light, Ron.
You can't hear him talking to you right now?
Absolutely not.
No.
Let's troubleshoot.
No.
All right, guys. This is where you buy us some time with some clever conversation. Go.
Well, I can always do a song and dance for everyone. if
I
you'd
think you
like.
should start with a song. I think you start with a song.
Yeah, don't sing Metallica, man.
All right,
You're
good,
right.
guys. You did it. I've solved the problem.
There you go.
Okay.
Just
Well
the
done,
threat-
gentlemen.
Just the threat of me singing fixes shit.
Yeah, you know what? When Adam says he's going to sing, I just tore all the cords out of the back of my damn computer, trying to kill the stream as fast as possible.
Yeah, no kidding.
All right, Ron, you should be on the air now.
We still don't hear Ron.
Try again, Ron.
Yeah, you guys hear me?
There
We got-
it is.
Yay!
So Justin is the man on the giveaways here. So we're gonna let Justin take this.
Well,
Okay.
How long is it? Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
Okay, so are we taking this? As,
I don't. How long has it been? What do you say? How long has he been on? When did he?
how long
call?
has he been on the line?
Yeah.
He's been on the line for a couple minutes,
Couple minutes.
and he's your very first caller that has ever called into your show.
Okay, I hear you. I'm okay. We guys, okay. You know,
That's me helping.
All right. Okay. All right.
So we're
I
going
see
to
where it's-
call.
We'll take it. Yes, we'll take it. If you know what, I don't care. It's up to you guys.
He was quick. So
Yeah. And
Okay.
he's our first caller, and he's probably a good fan. So you know what? I don't know. I say we give it to the guy.
I've seen him on tour with Jeff Foxworthy. So
No.
It's hilarious.
All right, Ron White. Did you
On.
do your homework?
Yeah.
Okay. In Ted's video, he changes a capacitor on the blower motor.
Yep.
What size was the capacitor?
5 microfarads.
That is wrong.
Oh no, Ron!
Dun, dun, dun.
Oh, that sucks.
Darn.
Well, Ron, I'm
It ha-
sorry. You're gonna have to
That's-
you have to try again, man.
That's fine. I appreciate it.
Thanks,
Thank
Ryan.
you, Ron.
Appreciate it, man.
thank you, Ron.
Enjoy the show.
Thanks, buddy. Thanks.
you.
All right.
So now we can put the call number back up.
There you go. Didn't have a chance to put it up. Oh, you already got another caller calling in.
Oh, here we go.
You are on the air, and turn your YouTube off. Thank you.
Okay, turn it down, Zach.
There you go.
This is Weaver.
Dave Weaver is on the air with the Overtime
Hey.
Boys.
All right, Mr. Weaver.
What's up, Beaver?
Appreciate you calling in.
Hey,
See here.
got
Okay,
another question for me?
I do. In that video, after Ted is done fixing the unit, he goes back down and turns the thermostat down. What type of thermostat was on the wall?
Ooh, nice one.
Honeywell.
That is wrong.
Good guess.
Oh,
Yeah, that was a
I
good
thought
guess,
they were
sir.
all Honeywell.
I would have said the same.
Okay.
thing.
Yeah.
Good try,
Good
Dave.
try.
I didn't watch his video, so I missed that one.
He was just shooting in the dark then. He was shooting in the dark.
Yeah. Now it comes out. But we appreciate you calling in.
For
Okay.
sure. Thanks. Beaver.
Okay, thanks a lot. Love the show.
Thank you.
Thanks, man.
All right. We put the number back up. Maybe we'll get us another one.
You have another caller now. There.
How many questions do we have on this video, by the way?
Hey, bud, I think we start rolling them off, bud.
Okay, here goes. This is going to be Nate Belden on the line.
All right.
Nate Sheldon.
Nate, you're on the air.
Hello.
Hey, how we doing, bud?
Good.
All right. After in the video, after Ted replaces the capacitor, and he tests and makes sure that the board is not bad also. He has a little moment where he gets upset and says, refers to the previous tech that was there as a blank blank. What did he call the previous guy that was there?
I wish I can guess.
It doesn't start with mother.
But it might
I
start
don't
with an
know.
M.
A clown or something?
You're close. What
You're
kind of
barking up the right tree.
Um,
Unit.
what'd you
said-
say?
blank clown out here trying to take this lady's money?
I can't remember.
Make a guess. Give it a guess.
Come on, man, you're so close.
Give it a guess.
Where do you see a clown at? Where do you see a clown at?
Nice one, Justin. Nice one.
Underhand.
I can't. Sorry, clown or something.
What do you say? I missed it. Say it again.
Did you say
Sorry, clown or something. Sorry, clown.
No, clowns aren't sorry.
Trying to spoon feed it to you, man. We're trying.
We'll give you one more try. One more try.
I don't know. I can't remember.
All right. All right.
Well, daggone. Well, thank you for calling in anyways.
Yeah, man. Appreciate it,
Alrighty.
We appreciate
I know
it.
it was a Nest thermostat on the wall.
bud.
Oh, man.
Threw that in there.
Alrighty, have a good one. Thank you.
Yeah, yeah, there we go.
And the answer is
Circus clown.
Do you have more questions?
I'm trying to think of one in my head right now.
the giveaway might have to be postponed until next week.
Yeah.
Go back to the first question. Is recycle it again until someone gets it right.
Yeah, just take the thermostat one out.
All right, you have another caller on the line, and it's Ron White again. Ron, you're back on the air.
Hey, all right.
All right, Ron. Round 2.
Okay.
Let's try this again. What size was the capacitor?
4.5 microfarads.
Do what?
4.5.
No, sir. That's incorrect.
I'm sorry, Ron.
No, that's fine.
Just you can try again because evidently you're good at this. You got back in twice.
Yeah.
Get through, that's for sure.
I watched that video last Friday.
and it's been a long time. I've been running some crazy calls.
I hear you.
All right. Thank you, guys. Have a good weekend.
You too, buddy.
There's only so many sizes of capacitors.
Come on now. Think blower capacitor. Come on.
And that ain't one of
There's
them.
there's an under, right? Yeah.
Yeah, if anybody knows the capacitor size, call in now.
Yeah.
It's a blower, man. There's only so many that there can be.
Yeah.
80 microfarads.
Yeah.
All right. Here's, evidently y'all can only take calls from 3 people because here's Dave Weaver.
Oh wow.
Dave, you made it back again. Don't ruin this golden opportunity.
10 microfarads.
Ding, ding, ding. Water.
Yay!
Good job.
Could hear it twice.
Yeah.
Was that
he wants
it?
to hear it
That
twice.
was it, man.
Yeah,
You
that
got
was
it.
it.
That was it.
Yeah, that was it. So Dave, now at this point, you'll pick one of us, and we'll have. I'm getting feedback. Dave.
Turn off the YouTube, Dave. Turn it down.
Okay. Okay. Got it.
Okay, so now you'll pick one of us, and one of us, each one of us has a different sign. I don't know if you've seen last week's or not, but so you'll choose one of us guys, and once you choose that, we'll hold up a sign if you won the actual field piece, if you won the UEI, if you won swag, or if you won nothing. So choose.
Oh, okay. I'll choose you.
Choose me,
I don't.
He doesn't know our names.
Yeah,
Mike. So you choose Mike, me. Okay.
Mike.
Oh.
What?
Oh,
That was a lot of work.
Yeah.
Oh, was that because I didn't know your name? Was that because I didn't know your name? Did you switch the sign on me? Come on now.
The other
Hey.
signs were on the other side of the desk. So
You know what? He
No,
was
I'm
a
just
gentleman.
kidding.
He was a gentleman who first called, right?
yep.
I don't know
All
if you guys. I think you should get some swag, anyways. But that's my opinion.
Yeah.
We
I
can do
agree.
it.
Yeah.
We can do it.
Yeah.
we can do.
All
we can do that.
right.
Thanks, guy.
We're gonna send you some
I-
swag. So just go
I
ahead and
appreciate that.
yeah, we'll get you
Absolutely.
information.
You have to email your size and your name address to hvacshoptalk@gmail.com.
Okay, I'll do that.
All right. Thank you
Okay.
for calling.
Okay, thanks a lot.
Please call right
Okay,
back.
Bye.
He's gonna call right back. Yeah.
All right. I've got another question. So,
Okay, good. I was going to say, let's give away a real prize now. Come on now.
Do we have any more callers?
I got to put the number back on the screen. There it is.
All right. There's the number. If y'all want to try your luck, then
You have somebody.
awesome.
You are
Okay.
on the air.
All right. This is Shannon. I
Oh,
wear my
Oh,
sunglasses at
Shannon.
night.
Yeah, we know.
and Ted missed out on you.
Mm-hmm.
All right, man. Fellow Tennessean, you got to get this.
All right.
All right. While he is testing the board, it does something that makes him question whether the board is bad or not. What did it do whenever he was jumping out the call for blower?
Oh man, I remember that part of the video.
Good question, Justin.
Yeah, and I was going to make a point to remember what that was. Dang it. Because then he had to go back and disconnect the wire.
Mm-hmm.
It was wasn't it bringing on the air conditioning at the same time when he was jumping the blower?
No. Think about it now. You kind of answered it right there. He took the Y out of it. He took Y off the board.
Yeah.
Why would he have to do that? Think about it. He's jumping hot in his G terminal with a jumper, making the blower run. And what was it doing because the Y terminal was on the board still?
Wasn't it bringing on the condenser though, the air conditioner?
No.
Ah. Yeah, but I remembered he did take the Y off though. And then shortly after that, he fired the furnace up just for a second, just to make sure it come on. Right. So I do remember that part of the video, but not the exact answer you're looking for.
I got you.
Now,
go ahead.
I was going to say, seeing as how hard your questions are, Justin, I think you should be the one to come up with the questions every week. And I think we can be giving away some pretty nice veto bags in that every single week, because I don't know if people are going to win them.
Yeah. Hey, it requires you to watch the video, maybe even take notes.
And take notes.
Yeah. Take notes. Imagine that, Shannon. It's great.
Yeah.
He knows the video, but
because I don't know if anybody in the chat has tried this yet. But if anybody in the chat's trying to find the video right now, you won't find it. So
our good buddy Ted pulled some strings.
Disabled.
Cheaters.
No cheating allowed.
No cheating until the show. You got to watch it before the show.
And the cricket. And Justin's cricket is giving all the answers. You just have to know how to speak cricket.
That's right. That's right.
In what hand did Ted hold the screwdriver to remove the Y from the terminal? And how many turns of the screwdriver?
We went through 3 questions. And all I had was 3 prepared. So after the 3, I'm just making up questions at that point. I'm having to remember the video myself and just pull something out of a hat.
Making up questions, making up answers, no problem.
Okay. Well, so we have no clue on this one then, right?
Should we call it a pass for this week?
I got one more question. We'll take one more caller.
Okay. Thanks, Shannon.
All right. Thanks. See you.
See you.
Hold on here. I'm going to text you the question, Justin.
Okay.
Oh, we have a caller on the line already.
Or if somebody already knows the answer to that one, we'll go with that.
You're on the air, caller.
Wonderful.
Who is on the air with us?
Scott.
Well, you broke up a little bit. You say Scott?
Yes.
All right, Scott, welcome to the show. And here's the guys. Here you go.
Yeah, we got Scott on the line.
All right, Scott. Did you hear the last question with Shannon?
Yeah. About 30%.
Repeat it, bud.
During the service call, Ted was confirming that the board was not bad as well. When he initially jumped out the blower, so when he jumped 24 volts to his G terminal on the board to make sure it operated, what happened just a couple seconds after he jumped it out that made him question maybe the board was bad initially?
The LED started flickering, or the red bulb started flickering.
I'm sorry, do what? Say it again.
The light started flickering, indicator light. The little.
No, that's not what
instead of being a steady light, did it not start flickering, getting dim?
You're breaking up real bad on this side, buddy.
Yeah, I don't even know where I am.
He's saying the LED light was flickering. The diagnostic light was flickering.
That's what I said.
It may have flickered. That's not the answer I'm looking for.
That's not the answer you're looking for? I don't remember. That was a week ago. I watched it. I don't know if you remember this part of it. I don't know if you remember this part of it or not. When he took the Y wire off the board, out from under the terminal, and then jumped out 24 volts to G, it did not do it. Does that help you any at all? Oh, hang on. Did it not?
No.
Is that not it? Good. Okay, so it wasn't the blower for the heat, the whatever motor. Okay, no, I don't know. I'm just guessing it was when y'all announced it last week. I watched it right then, and I've been at work ever since. I'm still at work.
Oh gosh, you're pulling at Ted right now.
Next
497 miles from here.
Wow.
Indianapolis.
Wow.
I think we're going to move on to another video for next week. I think Justin's questions might be a little bit too hard.
Yeah,
No, they need to be like that.
Oh.
Yeah.
And we need to study better, pay better attention.
That's right. That's right. Thanks a lot for calling, buddy.
Yep.
Yeah, appreciate it, man.
Appreciate it.
Have a good weekend.
well, looks like we'll have some prizes for next week.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, man.
Flag. But yeah,
It's been fun.
yeah, it's been a good show. Good show. I believe it's time to call the dogs to pee on the fire.
After that giveaway, hey, Mike, you got that little.
Oh, the
Yeah. You're going to make me.
y'all want to cut my wrists with this? You know?
Yeah. Ted's probably, imagine Ted right now. I wonder what he's thinking right now.
Ted's like, man, I got 500 views on that video this past.
Yeah, maybe that's what he's thinking. Actually, good call. Anyways. Yeah, let's call it, I guess, man.
Yeah,
Been over an hour.
good. Hey, we appreciate everybody tuning in, and
Yeah, for sure.
remember to like, share, and subscribe. And we'll see you again, same channel, same time next week. What's that, Justin?
Oh, yeah.
Got to give him the video for next week.
Next week.
Oh yeah, that's right, Justin.
You're fixing to close it out and just leave everybody hanging, man.
Yeah.
They all could have watched that video again and probably still hadn't got those questions.
Oh, man. All right. So next week's questions will be on this video. It's going to be NorCal refrigeration and HVAC. The video title is Walk-In Warm. It was published February 20th of this year, February 20th, 2019. Again, that's NorCal Dave, or NorCal Refrigeration and HVAC is the channel name. The title of the video is Walk-In Warm. So watch that some point this week, and I got quite a few questions for it. So I think we should.
I bet you do. Nice.
The link is in the description as well.
Sweet.
Yep.
Sweet.
Yeah, link will be in the description.
Tune in next week. Same bat time, same bat channel.
That's right.
That was perfect, Adam. I should have ended the show right there. Hey, Adam, do it again. Make it more dramatic.
Do it.
Tune in
Go
next
for it.
week. Same bat time, same bat channel.
No, that was the same way you just did it. Do it more dramatic.
I agree.
Come on,
Like
Adam.
what like
Get
give
more
me some
into it,
guidance.
bud.
Use your feelings.
Yeah.
Yeah, put some feeling into it,
For
Adam.
the love of God, don't mess this up, Adam.
Blank face, dude. Blank face.
Tune in next week. Same bat. What?
For the love of God, no one said anything, Adam.
All right.
Just say I like YouTube.
Just say I like YouTube and
Yeah.
we'll cut it.
I like YouTube.